What's up guys, it's atothebed and welcome to my YouTube channel. I know I talk about this all the time and it's been a couple years, but here we are. Bear with me while I finally try and figure out how to get this stuff moving. I'm so excited to kick off my first YouTube video with an early look at the Jordan Bred IV dropping in a few weeks. Shout out to Jordan Brand. Let's start with some history. The Jordan IV originally released in 1989, making this year the 30th anniversary of the shoe. The Bred IV is also the shoe that Michael Jordan wore in one of his early iconic career moments, the shot against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 1989 playoffs.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win! Set the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line. 101-100.
Not to be confused with the last shot, which he did in the Jordan 14s against the Utah Jazz. This sneaker has retroed a few times, 2012, 2008 in the Countdown Pack, and 1999. I actually had the 2012 pair, but I got peer pressured to sell them to this girl. She had hit me up on, I think it was Facebook or Instagram, I can't remember, but she wanted me to sell her my Bred 4s and my Bred 11s. I was like, no, not for sale, absolutely not. But she was so persistent and I did really need the cash because I had just gotten out of school and she gave me a good dollar amount, so I was like, okay fine, I'll sell them to you, now leave me alone. Anyway, I sold them to her and a couple months later I just couldn't take it anymore, so I hit her up and I was like, yo, sell me my shoes back, like I need them back. And she said no. So basically I got played. I played myself. Ever since then I've kept an eye out for another pair at a reasonable price. I haven't found one, and girls don't really resell that much, so it's not that easy to find your own size, and if you do, it's usually for so much money. But whatever, I knew that we'd eventually hit a retro, so here we are. Now, about this release. These drop on May 4th in full family sizing, which means toddler, preschool, grade school, and then unisex sizing, which means that your box will say both the men's and the women's size. So once you go beyond youth, that's where you go into unisex territory. Ladies, an easy way to figure out your men's or youth size is to subtract 1.5 from your regular women's size. For example, I wear a size 6.5, therefore my men's or youth size is a 5. They're basically the same. Now, I know the biggest feature that we're all excited about is the Nike Air on the heel, something that we haven't seen since the 1999 version. Personally, I'm not that picky about the heel. All I care about is actually having the shoe. But I do know that a lot of people, especially OG sneakerheads, are more particular about that. For the first time since 1989, these will come with the OG box, along with the OG orange Nike Air hang tag. I personally have a PR pair, so I don't have a box to show you. However, I don't keep my boxes or my hang tags anyway. Now, as for some of the other questions I know are going to come. How is the quality? We won't go the shattered backboard route because first of all, this is a Jordan 4, it's never going to be the same. It doesn't even make sense. But the nubuck upper is better than any of the other 4s I've ever had. Keep in mind, I wear GS, we don't always get the full quality of men's, but we're getting there, we're moving that way. Nubuck is never going to be buttery soft anyway, but it's definitely very smooth. Here we have a few of my other Jordan 4s where we see a huge difference in quality. For example, the wings on the Bred 4s are, I think, like a plastic or rubber material versus on my older pairs, they're leather. Do you guys have Travis?
I do.
Is it here?
Nope.
What the f? To compare to something a little more recent, I have the Jordan 4s in the Raptor colorway in a men's size, and we see the wings here are also that rubber material. These lace, I guess like eyelets or whatever, are also much better material. I always, one of the first things that I noticed on my Pure Money 4s is that they were so plastic and like toy looking. These wings were originally added to help with support and lockdown, something that has since been replaced with Fast Fit in the Jordan 33. The Jordan 4 is the second Jordan to use visible air. So here we see the air sole unit. Is it as comfortable as any of today's technologies? Of course not. This will never feel like any of those things. It'll never feel like an Ultra Boost, a Vapor Max, a Zoom Fly, none of those. We're not looking to retros for that. We're looking to get fits off. It's still comfy though. I think that's all I have to say. I hope that you took something away from this video and helped you towards making a decision on whether to cop or not. Personally, it's a hell yes. I love Jordan 4s, and aside from Jordan 1s, it's my most worn Jordan and probably the easiest for me to wear. As a reminder, these drop on May 4th, and even though they're a GR, that does not mean it's going to be an easy cop. I don't have any other release info as of right now, but definitely keep an eye out with your local boutiques to see what's good closer to the date. That brings me to the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. Until next time.